everyone, this is Mrs. Kumuda Mayur from Engineering Mathematics Tutorials channel. I request everyone, please subscribe and watch our videos. In this video, I am going to start Engineering Mathematics 1 for first semester students. You all know that there are 5 modules in first semester. First module is Differential Calculus 1, second module Differential Calculus 2, third module Vector Calculus, fourth module Integral Calculus and fifth module Linear Algebra. I am just going to take the first module today, not the whole module. I'll take bit by bit. In this chapter, let us explain you all what are all the learning outcomes or what are all the topics you are going to learn. The first topic is about successive differentiation of nth order derivatives of standard functions. Second topic, Leibniz theorem. Third, polar curves. Fourth topic, derivative of arc length. And last concept, curvature and radius of curvature. The subtopics I am just going to explain as I started the main topics. That time you can able to follow the subtopics. Let me explain the successive differentiation nth order derivative of standard functions today. Children, there are 9 standard functions. Out of 9 standard functions, today I am going to explain only 5 standard functions in this video. Let me start with the successive differentiation. Everybody should understand the basic flow of mathematics. What do you mean by successive? We all know that successive mean is nothing but continuous, or we can also call it as consecutive. There should be a continuous flow where when you are differentiating the given equation. When it comes to differentiation, you must understand the basic terminologies. What are the basic terminologies? If I say y equals f of x, first you must understand how to read this statement. You will say that y is equal to f of x, but what it indicates? It indicates y is a function of x. Y is a function of x. d by dx is called derivative. Also d square by dx square. So dq by dx cube. Up to dn by dxn. What exactly this terminology says? Of course, all are derivatives. With respect to x. This is most important. With respect to x. This is called first derivative. Whereas this is called second derivative. This is called third derivative. And at last, this is called nth derivative. So our topic is nth order derivative of standard functions. I have already told you that there are 9 standard functions. In this video, I am just going to explain only 5 standard functions. Then later on, the remaining 4 standard functions will explain in the next video. Let me start with the first standard function. When it comes to first standard function, you must understand all the differentiation formulas. It could be d by dx of u into v. Those are all the things I am going to explain once I will come to the sums. So the first nth derivative of standard function, write it down. Y is equal to e to the power ax. The first derivative the first standard function is y is equal to e to the power ax. First, let me find out first derivative. First derivative is nothing but dy by dx. This also can be called it as y1. This also can be written as f of 1x. This also can be written as y dash. This also can be represented as d of y, where d stands for d by dx. So all these terminologies are same. This is also one of the basic concept you must know, that don't get confused with the different notations. All those notations are the same. When it comes to dy by dx, let me write d by dx of what is the function? E to the power ax. Let me differentiate this. You will get a into e to the power ax. That's all. Plus, then let me come for the second derivative. This is first derivative. Fd stands for first derivative. Let me do the second derivative. As of I have already told you that second derivative is nothing but d square y by dx square. This you have already learnt in either in 10th standard or PUC classes. So this can be written as d by dx of again dy by dx. So this is d by dx of a into e to the power ax. What it becomes, a is a constant, I'll write as it is. So when you differentiate e to the power of ax, again you will get a into e to the power ax. So when you simplify this, you are going to get it a square e to the power ax. This is called second derivative. Let me go for one more derivative. D cube y by dx cube. So directly I will just take it out. D by dx of this part I need to differentiate again. A square e to the power ax. Got it? So this a square is a constant, I will write as it is. Further, when you differentiate e to the power of ax, you will get a into e to the power ax. At last you will get a cube e to the power ax. This is called third derivative. You can observe very carefully here. The power of a is 1. The power of a is 2. The power of a is 3. Got it? So, is this not continuous? This is what says about successive. So, for the nth order, I am pretty sure that you can write the final step when it comes to dn to the power y dx to the power n. Directly you can write it. It is a to the power n e to the power ax. This is the first standard function derivative. So let me write the first standard function derivative here in this corner. So the first standard function is y is equal to e to the power ax, and its nth derivative I will write it as yn, or you can also write it as d by dx n of e to the power ax is equal to, this is odd, is equal to a to the power n e to the power ax. This is the standard form. So you can notice this. Now further, the second function is y is equal to a to the power mx. So we know that d by dx of ax is equal to a to the power x log a. This is a standard function which we learned in either 10th standard or PU classes. So let us start the same procedure what we did for the last standard function. Let me find out y1 is equal to d by dx of a to the power mx. That gives you. You can observe here this is as like standard functions. So when I differentiate this, you are going to get a to the power mx into log a into d by dx of mx. Since we are differentiating the function here with respect to x, so what we are going to get it? So you can observe a to the power mx into m into log a. Got it? This, let me write it by reordering this m into a to the power mx into log a. Fine. So this is for the first derivative. Let me go for the second derivative. Second derivative y2 is d by dx squared y. So this anyhow I got the first derivative as how much? M into a to the power mx into log a. So if I derive this, you are going to get the second derivative. Okay. So this you can observe that m log a is a constant. Let me take it out. M into log a is a constant term. Let me take it out. So the rest of the thing, a to the power mx, this is what I just want to differentiate. So when I differentiate that, ensure that you are going to get what you are going to get. You are going to get m into log a into a to the power mx. So when you differentiate a to the power mx function, you are going to get this. So let me just simplify and write it. Here also you can say m into log a. Here also you can say m into log a. So let me write this as m into log a into m into log a, that gives you m into log a square into a to the power mx. You can observe here m into log a, here the power is 1 and here the power is 2. Let me do the third successive differentiation, that is d cube y by dx cube, that is equal to d by dx of, I know the second derivative, that gives you about m into log a square into a to the power mx. When you differentiate this, you are going to get it m into log a whole cube into a to the power mx. You can observe in the third derivative the order is 3. So if that is the case, thus gives ynth, the nth order derivative is equal to m into log a whole to the power n into a to the power mx. This is the second standard function nth order derivative. Let me just write it down here. So let me write it here. What is the standard function? The standard function is equal to y is equal to a to the power mx and its nth derivative yn, or even you can also write dn of y is equal to, you have already got it, m into log a whole to the power n into a to the power mx. This is the second standard function nth order derivative. Let us go for the third standard function. Yeah, the third function is y is equal to ax plus b whole to the power m, where m is a positive integer. Let me just continue the same procedure whatever I have done for the first two standard functions. Y1 is equal to d by dx of ax plus b whole to the power m. So when you differentiate this, you are going to get m into ax plus b whole to the power m minus 1, and I am differentiating with respect to x, whereas ax having a term called x, so into a. When you differentiate ax, you are going to get a. So this is the first derivative. So this derivative gives you first order. Let me write it first order. Let me go for the second derivative, y2, that d by dx square is equal to d by dx of m into ax plus b whole to the power m minus 1 into a. When I differentiate this, m is a constant, let me keep as it is. When you differentiate this part, you are going to get m minus 1 into ax plus b whole to the power m minus 2, and I am just going to carry this a as a constant as it is. You can observe here ax. When you differentiate that, once again you will get a. So let me simplify and write this. This gives you m into m minus 1 into ax plus b whole to the power m minus 2 into a cube. So a square, a square. So let me go for the third derivative, y3. That is nothing but d cube y divided by dx cube. That gives you d by dx. Anyway, I know second derivative, that says about m into m minus 1 into ax plus b whole to the power m minus 2 into a squared. When you differentiate this, you are going to get m into m minus 1 is a constant. Let me write as it is. And when you differentiate this part, you are going to get m minus 2 into ax plus b whole to the power m minus 3 into a cube. Let me explain this once again. So this is the third order derivative, d cube y by dx cube. So when you differentiate d by dx of m into m minus 1 into ax plus b whole to the power m minus 2 into a square, keep these constants as it is, m into m minus 1. So when you differentiate ax plus b whole to the power m minus 2, you are going to get m minus 2 into ax plus b whole to the power m minus 3 into a square is a constant. I am just keeping as it is since it is a ax. If I differentiate this ax again, I am going to get one more a, that gives you a cube. So now it's time for all of you to say about yn, means the nth derivative standard function. Yn is says about m into m minus 1 into m minus 2 into m minus 3. It goes up to where? It goes up to m minus n minus 1. I am done with only this part. So you see the second part. The order is 1. Second derivative, the power is 2. For the third derivative, power is 3. For the nth derivative, this should be ax plus b whole to the power m minus n. And here first derivative only a, second derivative a square, third derivative a cube, and nth derivative it should be a to the power n. It should be a to the power n. So let me just write down here the third standard function is y is equal to ax plus b whole to the power m, and its derivative of nth order dn of y is equal to m into m minus 1 into m minus 2 up to m minus of n minus 1 into ax plus b whole to the power m minus n into a to the power n. This is the nth order derivative. Yes, the fourth standard function is y equals 1 divided by ax plus b. So here you need to understand a simple basic. For example, if you are writing 1 by 2, you will write 2 to the power minus 1. When you take 2 from denominator to numerator, the power will become negative. This is the basic concept if you are able to follow. So this, a standard function makes you very easy. So this, let me write it as y is equal to ax plus b, which is there in the denominator now. I'll just shift up, the power will become negative, minus 1. This is my standard function now. The fourth standard function, you can say either 1 divided by ax plus b, or even you can also say ax plus b whole to the power minus 1. Okay, fine. So let us follow what it is, start the procedure. Y1 is equal to d by dx of ax plus b whole to the power minus 1. So when you when you differentiate this, you are going to get this as minus 1 ax plus b whole to the power minus 2. Since we are differentiating with respect to x, so you will get to a. This is the first order derivative, minus 1 ax plus b whole to the power minus 2 into a. Let me start the second derivative. Y2 is equal to d by dx of minus 1 into ax plus b minus 2 into a. When you differentiate this minus 1 I will write as it is. When you differentiate this particular part, you will get minus 2 into ax plus b whole to the power minus 3. This a is constant, and again I will get one more a, that makes a square. So let me just simplify this properly. See, this minus and this minus makes plus. So I'll just write this as minus 1 whole square. How did I write this as minus 1 whole square? You see, minus 1 into minus 2 is there. I'll just write this minus 2 as minus 1 into 2. Is there anything wrong if I write it like this? To the best of my knowledge, no. So this minus 1 and minus 1 makes you minus 1 whole square. Now that plus 2 I'll write as it is. And further things I'll just write as it is, ax plus b whole to the power minus 3 into a, that gives you a square. So here in place of 2, let me write this as 2 factorial, because the 2 factorial also gives the same value called 2. So now let me go for the third derivative. And here I'll just erase this. And let me start with the third derivative, d by dx of minus 1 whole square 2 into ax plus b whole to the power 3 into a square. Yes, dear students, now this minus 1 whole square is a constant. I'll write as it is. And as well as 2 also I'll write as it is. And when you differentiate ax plus b whole to the power minus 3, you will get minus 3 into ax plus b whole to the power minus 4 into a square into a. Let me simplify this once again. See, this minus 3 is there, no? That minus 3 I will just write it as minus 1 into 3. Nothing wrong by writing like this. So, if so, you will get minus 1 whole cube into 2 into 3. So, 2 into 3, that gives you 6. So, this 2 into 3, that gives you 6. This aram se we can write it as 3 factorial. So this I'll write it as 3 factorial of ax plus b whole to the power minus 4 into a cube. So I am done with the 3 derivatives. Let me go for the nth derivative now. So yn is equal to, you can also write it as dn of y is equal to minus, see here, derivative 1 minus 1 to the power 1. Derivative 2 minus 1 to the power 2. Derivative 3 minus 1 to the power 3. Derivative 1 minus 1 to the power n. Yes, you are right. So now 1, it is 1, you can write it this as minus 1 into 1 factorial ax plus b whole to the power minus 2 into a. Nothing wrong by writing like this. So order is 1 factorial. Order 2, 2 factorial. Order 3, 3 factorial. Nth order, it is n factorial. So ax plus b is a constant term. Let me write as it is. Observe carefully over here. So here, when it is first order, the power is minus 2. Second order, power is minus 3. Third order, power is minus 4. So if it is nth order, power is minus of n plus 1, because it is incrementing by 1. So power, first order, power a is 1. Second order, the power of a is 2. Third order, the power of a is 3. If it is nth order, the power of a is n. So for this standard function, y is equal to 1 by ax plus b, or y is equal to ax plus b whole to the power minus 1, and its nth order is minus 1 whole to the power n into n factorial into ax plus b minus of n plus 1 into a to the power n is the standard nth order derivative of this standard function. So this also can be simplified as here, let me write it, dn of y is equal to, I'll write minus 1 whole to the power n as it is, n factorial as it is. This is negative part, let me take it down, let me write it as ax plus b whole to the power n plus 1, so into a to the power n here only. So this is the nth order derivative of standard function called y is equal to 1 divided by ax plus b. Let me start with the fifth function. The fifth function is y is equal to log of ax plus b. Let me start the same procedure. y1 is equal to d by dx. I am differentiating log of ax plus b with respect to x. The first order. So that gives you 1 divided by ax plus b. Since I am differentiating with respect to x, you can see the ax over here into a. This can be reframed as ax plus b whole to the power minus 1 into a. Hope you understood how this power minus 1 has come here. I need not explain because just few minutes before I have explained this. Let me go for the second order. y2 is equal to d by dx of the first order called ax plus b whole to the power minus 1 into a. So when I differentiate this, you can observe here. Let me take out minus 1 here into ax plus b minus 2 into a since I am differentiating with respect to x. So that gives you, so I will keep this minus 1 as it is, a into a, that gives you a square into ax plus b whole to the power minus 2. If you want, let me explain once again. For the second derivative, I am differentiating d by dx of ax plus b whole to the power minus 1 into a. So when you differentiating this, you will get minus 1 into ax plus b whole to the power minus 2. This a is constant. I am differentiating with respect to x. You can observe ax over here. So I am getting a here. So a into a makes you a square. Minus 1 I am writing as it is. Ax plus b whole to the power minus 2. I am just writing it as it is. So let me go for the third order. y3 d by dx of minus 1 a square into ax plus b whole to the power minus 2. This minus 1 I will write as it is and a square I will write as it is. This when you differentiate you will get minus 2 into ax plus b whole to the power minus 3 into a. Let me reframe this once again. See here minus 1 and minus 2. I think this you can write it as minus 1 whole square into 2 factorial. I hope you understood how this step have come from last standard function I have explained this. So 2 factorial as it is, then a square you can observe that gives you a cube into ax plus b whole to the power 3. So this is about third order. So let me come to the nth order, that is dn of y. That gives you, see here, y1, the first order. So here minus 1 to the power, it is 0. So ax plus b whole to the power minus 1. So observe the order is 1, here also 1. The order is 2, here also. I am just focusing on ax plus b whole to the power 2. Here the order is 3, here it is 3. You can observe very carefully. Now order is 1, power of a is 1. Order is 2, power of a is 2. Order is 3, power of a is 3. So here this you can write it as 1 factorial because 1 into any number that gives you the same value. So 1 factorial you can write it. See, order is 2, factorial is 1. Order is 3, factorial is 2. So if that is the case, if order is n, so you have to write the order is n minus 1 factorial. Here you observe first order minus 1 is not there, the power is 0. Second order minus 1 is there, the power is 1. Third order minus 1 is there and its power is 2. For the nth order you can write this as a to the power n into minus 1 whole to the power n minus 1 into n minus 1 factorial into ax plus b whole to the power minus n. So let me reframe this as dn of y is equal to minus 1 to the power n minus 1 into a to the power n into n minus 1 factorial divided by ax plus b whole to the power n. This is the nth order derivative of the standard function called log of ax plus b. So the nth order is minus 1 whole to the power n minus 1 into a to the power n into n minus 1 factorial divided by ax plus b whole to the power n is the nth order derivative of the standard function log of ax plus b. Dear all, in this session I have explained only 5 standard functions. Please don't mug up, this is the standard function and this is the derivative. And if you learn like that, you are unable to solve the sums I am telling you. Please go with the derivation, understand the sums properly, then you can proceed with the problems. Let me explain the remaining 4 standard functions in the next video, and I am giving more preference for the engineering mathematics 1 and as well as engineering mathematics 3, as in this academic those 2 semesters will take forward first. That is why. So I request everyone, please subscribe to my channel and view videos, and please also share it. To get notification, please press bell icon. Hope you understood this concept, and have a nice day. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you everyone.